Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside.
They're looking at a bunch of games here in front of their home crowd. They can't afford to get comfortable and complacent, though. That just leads to missed opportunities.
Now here's Wembanyama. It's stolen by Maxey. And he goes in for the dunk.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
Pass to Wembanyama. It's tipped. Right with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Now Johnson. That one drops for him.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
The motor of Coby White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Coby will make those effort plays.
Pass to White. To the middle. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
Out to the wing. Fox outside. Back to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Assisted by
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. Wemby came up and coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Brian, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Orlando with the ball. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Pass to West. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
And how great are they playing 4 for 4 shooting to start this one?
Here's Maxey. That one goes in. Maxey's got 6 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to West. Clock at 6. And he drives in. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Now here's Maxey. 6 points for him. And the dunk by Jones.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Here's West. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Pass to Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
the assist.
Oh, what a finish. Uri showing off that athletic ability.
Now here's White. The 3 knocks down the long J.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Suns lead by 8. To the inside. And then Turner with the dunk.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Now here's Fox. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Wembanyama's got 6.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Fox goes in. They set the screen. Into the lane. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
If you had to say, Richard, what's the most critical component for a team to play effective defense?
I would say being bought in. If players are bought in, you could overcome individual deficiencies.
West misses. The Suns lead by 6. Pass to Hunter. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Hunter's got his first 2 points. And it's the Magic with the ball. To the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Substitution on the court.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Simons on the take. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First team.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Beal with it. Now guarded by Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. West has got 5 points. Simons, right side. Inside. Intercepted. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Williams from long range. Williams grabs the board. The Suns lead by 8. To the middle. Hunter. Williams grabs the board. Here's Diabate. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's West. 5 points in the game. Pass to Beal. The 3 is up. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Hunter with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up. Here's Diabate. Hunter on the wing. Johnson on the wing. The shot misses. Magic trail by 11. Here's West. Diabate grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for Phoenix. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Magic trailed by 13. Fox on the attack. Well, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what makes him such a lethal player, Richard?
Well, for starters, it's his combination of speed and shooting. Still one of the fastest players in this league. And the exciting thing about him, Fox is just now entering into the prime of his career.
When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Outside Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
White looking it over to the paint. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And that was a dunk contest material kind of jam. Johnson just letting it all hang out.
Fox with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Back to Fox. To the inside. 5 to shoot. Here we go, one-on-one. From deep, Johnson. He buries it from 3. Johnson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. You know, Richard, one thing you notice about Victor Wembanyama, he is even-keeled.
Yeah, and you don't see him yell. You don't see him criticize. He works on building that team chemistry. I respected players like that, the calm leadership type.
From going to the finals in 2021 to missing the playoffs last season, Grant, things have not gone according to plan for the Suns.
Well, you know, B.A., they followed that trip to the finals with a 64-win season. But then they went all in on the big 3 of Booker, Durant, and Beal. And that just didn't yield the results they hoped for.
Count it. Good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Pass to Kirilenko. And here's White. There's a screen by Turner. Free throw line jumper. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. That'll do it for the first half. Suns ahead. They lead by 13. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Phoenix leading by 13. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by West.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's Fox. Wembanyama screen. Hachimura outside. Right side, Wembanyama. Jones with the block. And now the Suns fast break. Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 8.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Pass to Wembanyama. Orlando moving the ball around. They set a pick. Back to Anunoby. Now Fox. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Hachimura from long range. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Phoenix making a switch here. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Phoenix leading by 15. And here's White. Pass to Kirilenko. Back to White. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pure from three-point range.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Simons. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Back to White. The three-pointer off the mark.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Pass to West. Uses the glass on the layup. West has got 7.
Yeah, one of the great things about Anunoby is he can take on so many roles. If he needs to facilitate, he can do that.
Magic trail by 16. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
On the defensive end, much more energy and effort since halftime. They're making their opponents work for every look. Great job by this coaching staff.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And RJ, you grew up in Phoenix. I imagine still a lot of connections in this neck of the woods.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to win a state title in high school in this building right here. Some of the people still work here. Then I played my college ball just a few hours away in Tucson. They're down.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. Down low. Here's Diabate. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Diabate's got 5 now.
Nice find there from Simons. Solid at recognizing when his teammates are uncovered.
And stolen by Williams. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Boucher. DiVincenzo on the wing. Boucher on the screen. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Boucher.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Here's Diabate. Jones from outside. And Anunoby pulls it down. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And finished off by Boucher.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Simons deciding where to go with it. Here's Diabate. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Diabate's got 6 in the quarter.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Orlando, 32.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Orlando with the ball. It's an 18-point game. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the 3rd stop of this 4-game trip. Here's West. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
He's so quick. The only chance you have against Fox is to give him tons of space.
Phoenix making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both shots. The Suns lead by 16. Outside White. Driving to the basket. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And White possesses tremendous speed. He really turns on the burners at times.
Pass to West. Stripped it away. And the Suns pushing it up now. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's West. Hachimura sets a screen. Three-pointer, Fox. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's White. Drives to the hoop. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And at 6'5", White can definitely get up and finish. He's got some sneaky athleticism.
Three-pointer, Fox. The rebound by Turner. Phoenix leading by 22. Here's Kirilenko. Richard, when you look at career longevity for NBA players, has LeBron shifted what we thought was possible?
No doubt. It's made fans more critical of guys that are on the decline. But ultimately, guys start to decline around 32, 33 years old. That is normal.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Pass to Wembanyama. Misses from short range. And the Suns with possession. Good momentum. 8 straight points.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
2 points. That one goes.
This is one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Pass to Kirilenko. Johnson inside. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Pulls up at the elbow. Orlando with the rebound.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Here's West. Count that bucket.
He loves to get rid of it. Fox has a nose for the open man.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny. So development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter. And it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Here's Wembanyama. Cashes in from 18.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now here's White. Unloads. Wembanyama there for the rebound.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Suns.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Coby White.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Fox fires! Hachimura using the glass to lay it in. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Count it!
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Now here's Wembanyama. Cleared away by Simons. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
I'm Kevin Harlan. I'm excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Here we go.
Quick trip here for the Kings, just one game away before heading back to Sacramento. Outside, Maxey. Outside, White. Three-pointer. Sacramento grabs the miss. An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or Greg without the ball in his hand.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Blows the alley-oop jam. Zubac with it. Brunson scanning the floor. Screen by Zubac. Brooks. The rebound by Turner.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I caught up with the head coach for the Suns. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we've got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks.
Oh, the electric Tyrese Maxey.
Brunson outside. Screen by Zubac. Out to Brunson. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Johnson wide open. He's fired. Sinks the three-pointer.
Johnson just hanging out in the corner, waited patiently there for the dribble.
You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona is a great choice.
Portis the screen. Here's Carter, and the Kings check on 2 more.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Now here is Kirilenko. He has yet to score. Just 5 to shoot. And White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White can definitely get up and finish. He's got some sneaky athleticism.
Brunson goes in. The layup missed.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Brunson. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Brooks, left side. And stolen by Hunter. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And here's Brunson. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
There's the screen. Ooh, what a slam! Oh, my. What a slam!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Got a hand on it. Inside. Here's Diabate. Just beyond the clock.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And stolen by Honey. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Here's Clingan. Diabate grabs the board. The Suns leading. To the middle. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Donovan Clingan. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Down low. Jones, no luck.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
And here's Brooks from outside. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great job of keeping the play alive. Clingan using that reach to secure that one and get the second chance look.
Simons with the ball. Picked up by Portis.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Brunson. Right in the heart of the defense. Brunson.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
Carter left side. Shot clock at 6. Over Williams. And Jones pulls it down.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Sacramento making a switch here. Right side, White. Johnson the screen. Lobbed up there for Johnson.
You can count on White to make clever passes and operate the offense.
And Sacramento has possession. 6-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Anthony's shot is off. To the inside. White. Great D that time from Martin.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
In the corner, Barrett with it. Puts the move on. He lays it in.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Pass to Johnson. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The fifth head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Right side, Kirilenko. Back to Johnson. Launches a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Outside, Martin. Screen by Zubac. Basket counts.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And whenever Johnson is attacking, Jalen is tough to stop.
The Suns have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. And Johnson drops them both. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
They set the pick. Out to Barrett. Pass to Martin. Here's Klingon. 5 to shoot. Here's Anthony. Second shot opportunity. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. They kick it out to Green. Offensive rebound. Anthony in the corner. Over Maxey. Anthony with the bucket. Anthony's got his first basket of the night.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Suns on top. They're up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Kings trail by 5. Now here's Brunson. Carter outside. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Carter's got the first points of the second half here for Sacramento. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Brunson with it. Maxey covering. And it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels in rising up and denying those shots.
And Brunson has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Over Jones. And it's Brunson missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And up the court come the Kings on the break.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And they double up Maxey. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. And Phoenix making a change here. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Sacramento calls timeout. That's right, Sun fans. Time to make some noise for you. Sun Dancers.
On defense, Sacramento. Jones, no one around him. No good from outside. Here's Diabate. Plays it up and picks it in. Diabate's got 11 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And a new front office taken over in Sacramento, Richard, this past summer.
Not to mention first-time head coach Doug Christie taking over the sidelines. And significant change to this roster. It'll all be judged by the results on the floor as usual.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the paint, here's Diabate. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Suns have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Diabate grabs the board. The Suns leading. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Jones. Here's the screen. Maxey attacking. That one good for 2. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, showing some power there. Maxey was not going to be denied.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. .121 left in the third quarter. Brunson, left side. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:10 left to play in the third. Pass to Portis. Just 5 on the clock. Kings moving the ball around. Pulls it from 20. Rebound by the Suns. After this game, they can look forward to L.A. They'll match up against the Clippers. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Back to Hunter. Takes the 3. He can't hit that time.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Pass to Crowder. Portis the screen. Shot from the wing. And it's Carter missing. Suns leading by 4. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Portis. Johnson from outside. Vince Carter grabs the miss. Brunson outside. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on
31.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Now Maxey. And they double up Maxey. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. To the inside. Stolen by Brunson.
That is how you deny entry. Great effort.
Inside. It's deflected. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Pass to Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Shot by Johnson, no good. Stolen by Kirilenko. And he gets it to go.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
The Kings trailed by 7. Brunson outside. And a wide open look for Portis. Drains the three-pointer.
3-point field goal.
Portis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And Barrett gets it to go.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
To the middle. Stolen by Carter. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And here we go to tie it up. Barrett, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. The lead is 2. Johnson outside.
And you gotta admire how aggressive Johnson is. Sometimes the defense has no choice but to foul.
The first free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And both free throws good for Johnson. The Kings trailed by 4. Ball's knocked loose. Taken away by Kirilenko. Here's Maxey. There's a good screen. Fires the 3. Outside Kirilenko. Another shot. Cleared away by Brooks. And here now the Kings. Brunson. White pulls it down. Suns leading by 4. Oh, good on the layup. And the Kings pushing it up now. Now Carter. Brooks a screen. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
Well, Brooks is always working hard for this team, and here it pays off with a huge basket.
1:36 left in the fourth quarter. And they pick up the 2.
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
Brunson off the dribble. With the floater. It's tipped. Here's Diabate. Strong move off the glass.
Smart pass. You'll have to love that all-around game of Tyrese Maxey.
Barrett outside. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside Hunter. White fires. The putback. Sees him with the putback.
And one thing about Hunter, it never gives up. You can see the focus and energy that he plays with on every possession.
Outside Brunson. The 3 is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Kings foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
15 foul.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Good work there as it goes down. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for your Suns.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Brunson outside. And Jones sends it back. So the Suns win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor completely.